Greetings, folks, and welcome to today's show. If you're not aware yet, you will be shortly. We're getting into the election season. The election is actually on August the 1st. We have 2 seats on the Tullahoma Board of Aldermen that are up this year, and we have 2 seats on the school board that are up this year. Each of those has 4 people running, 4 candidates. So we've split it up and are trying to just have 2 of them at a time, so we have a little time for each one of us to talk. And as I say, the election is Thursday, August the 1st, and early voting is from July the 12th through the 27th. So not very long until it'll be time to sign up. So welcome, gents, and thanks for taking time to join us. And have you started seriously campaigning yet?
Well, I've got signs out. I guess that's campaigning.
That's
let people know that I'm actually a viable candidate. So we started that about a week ago, and we've got quite a few more to put out. So, and we've got cards, and we've been talking to a lot of people, and so yeah, we've started.
Okay. Jackie?
I haven't done much in that area other than people, telling people that I am. I'm working on the other aspects of it. I just, as far as recognition goes, I've lived here all my life, and I know everybody, and everybody knows me, and they know I'm running. So that's pretty good for right now, I think, and I'm hoping that's going to go a long way. But I will have my signs out here very shortly.
Okay. All right. Well, that, folks, let's take a short commercial break, and we'll come back and see what these gentlemen are up to.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com, featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
We're in the election season, folks, and we're here to talk to a couple of candidates for the Tullahoma Board of Aldermen. They are Mr. Jackie Duncan and Mr. Howard Eads. And both of them have been around town for a while, so I'm sure they have some ideas. Let me ask each of you briefly to give something of your background and qualifications, and somewhere along the line, we also want to ask, why did you decide to run? And why do you think it ought to be you instead of the other guy? Or somebody?
You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
So,
first goes first.
Yeah. All right, so let's begin with you, Jackie. Give us your background and qualifications. And
Okay. Currently I serve as a county commissioner for District 19 here in Tullahoma. And at first I thought there could be a conflict, and I was encouraged by a lot of my constituents to put my name in the hat for the race. Sometime back, well, years ago, in fact, I've been encouraged all along to do something. People throw your name in the hat, and maybe, and we'd like to see you in this position. But I've kind of shied away from it over the years since I've been retired. I've been retired now for like 11 years, and I do a lot from AEDC, yes, right. And had almost 34 years in out there, and so I'm trying to do, I value my community. I highly value my community. I love this great nation, and there are things that we all can do to help make it better, and that's what I want to do. So I'm always usually involved in community activities. I have been for ever since I can remember, and just about I like to be a part of good things. And as far as my background goes, like I said, I put my name in the hat, my hat in the my name in the arena, should I say, for the county commission at the request of my constituents and people that were encouraging me all along that just to get in the race. And I did, and I never had a desire to be in politics. Never in my life. I've always tried to steer clear of that. But at some point in your life, when you need to give back, and whatever way, I guess is the best way you can do it at the time is what you need to do. I'm a writer by nature. I retired from AEDC to do some things for the people that I love, to be a part of their lives before they passed on, and I did. My mother and my fiance, so I was there for them. And I said, if you can't be a part of, if you can't do anything for the people that you love, what good are you? Yeah. And so I spent all my time on the job for years, and so finally I got to the point where I could retire and be a blessing to others.
How long have you been on the county commission?
It's my third year.
Third year. Okay. So you got.
I was appointed the first time, and to fill out a term for John Berry, and I was elected afterwards.
Okay. All right, very good. How about you, Howard?
Well, we came to Tullahoma about 11 years ago. My background is in computers and maintenance. Was with IBM for 10 years as an engineer for them. Owned my own maintenance company. So I've been in business. It's been a long time since I've had a regular paycheck. I think that's one of the greatest stopping points, the greatest hurdles for most people to try to go into business for themselves. That guaranteed paycheck goes away. And if you have your own business, it depends on you to generate that revenue and make that happen.
Not much problem of what you're going to do when you wake up in the morning.
No, there's not much problem. You have to hit the floor running and hope you're on the right side of the grass.
All right.
My wife, Gentry, and I currently own Eads Coin Laundry over on Carroll Street, and and that's been for almost 8 years. We opened the new Snow White Laundry, which is next door to that, attached to it. When Billy Allen went out of business with Snow White, we picked that up and put that in. So we've got Eads Coin Laundry and Snow White Dry Cleaners. And we also own Tullahoma Storage Center over on by Rodney's Body Shop. It's about a block away. So we're very vested in small business in Tullahoma. We have 3 employees at Snow White Dry Cleaners, and I've given a lot of thought, and I think one of the main reasons I'm in business is to try to help some people to achieve something. And of those 3 people, 2 of them are single and have children. One of them is a young person, and we gave them jobs, and they have produced and done well. It was an opportunity for them, and we feel like that's what we're called to do, is help those people out and hopefully keep them off the tax rolls or other ways of getting that and supply a livable income for them. But James was my son, and by the way, today's his birthday. He would be 49 today, I believe that's right. So in remembrance of him, and so this is my first endeavor into politics as such. But I felt like I needed to carry on what James had started. And so as a result, I'm a very conservative individual, and wanted to carry on the legacy that he had started.
Okay. Well, I think you just kind of told us why you decided to run. Jackie, why are you running?
Same reason I did for the county commission, at the request of my constituents. I've had a lot of people that called me and encouraged me, and and asked me to put my hat in the arena once again. And I guess I didn't shy away because I think whatever God puts in your path is there for you. And if doors are, a lot of times there are doors that we don't even know are there, and opportunities come up to do things and only to advance other great causes. I've been working with the city in a number of ways. I'm on a committee, the committee to brand Tullahoma as the Aerospace Center of Excellence. Been on that committee for like 2 or 3 years, almost 3 years, I guess now.
Mike Stanton's
Yeah, Mike
project.
Stanton is promoting that, and Mike's a good guy. He does a great job. So I've been working with a lot of these people within the city for some time, even though like I said, I'm a county commissioner, but I've been doing a lot of the city work, just things that are associated with the city, because you all need to give back.
Yeah.
And one other group that I work with is the sesquicentennial for the Civil War, which is coming up the end of this month.
Right.
And so I'm working with that committee also.
It is a little unusual to have somebody on the county commission and the city board of aldermen. What is there a connection between these two? I
hope there'll be a better connection. I'm hoping that. I'm hoping that maybe if I should get elected, that I would be able to help bridge some gaps there. Maybe we should operate as well. We've got to operate as two, a city and a county, and then there's the city of Manchester. But at the same time, we're one big family. We're county, and we're the same county, so everybody ought to be like family.
Are you in favor of metro government for the county?
I don't have an opinion on that at the moment. I need to look at some things. I guess I don't know. It might be an avenue that we'll have to go at some point in time, and maybe not today, but maybe something to think about in the future. I don't know. I haven't weighed this or evaluated it, so and I think it's a very touchy situation with a lot of people, and I don't just dive into something like that.
Yeah, I'll say it. Okay. Well, let me put a little hard finger on you. Why do you think it ought to be you that gets elected, Howard?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, there's no question I'm the best candidate. If I didn't believe that, I wouldn't be running. But all jokes aside, I believe I have the experience of management. I, with IBM, had a number of years managing up to 35 people, so I understand small business and managing people. And now we have 3 small businesses and are managing people, hiring and firing occasionally, and trying to make those things go. So I understand the mechanics that go on in small businesses that make them succeed or not succeed. And this city of Tullahoma needs more small businesses. Small businesses is the background of this United States of America. Oh, there's some big ones, AT&T and some of those, but the real day-to-day operation is small businesses, and we need more of that, more successful small businesses in Tullahoma, and I believe I have the wherewithal to help and aid in that coming about.
All right. And in that connection, I want to ask you a question, and I'll just put the question out there, and then we're going to have to take a break before we can get into it. But that is, what is your position on the budget that's presently undergoing the approval process in Tullahoma with, as of this sitting, 2 votes, and they have 1 more to go. So we'll talk about that when we come back. Let's take a short commercial break, folks, and we'll be right back.
Who needs this modern world? I can live just fine out here without the road rage and boy bands. Of course, I might miss my Charter HD with football on ESPN and Walking Dead on AMC, ESPN and AMC, and, well, Shark Week on Discovery HD, but that's all. AMC, ESPN, Discovery, TBS, and Comedy Central HD. But that's it. Except for HBO HD.
Charter now has over 100 HD channels and more brilliant HD shows on demand than ever.
We're talking today, folks, with two gentlemen who are candidates for the Tullahoma Board of Aldermen, and they are Jackie Duncan and Howard Eads, and we've been getting some of their background up to this point, and we want to ask them now about a couple of issues that are on the table in Tullahoma. Let's begin with the budget. It has two significant facility projects in it. A new roof for a portion of the Tullahoma High School, which is leaking, and an outdoor swimming pool complex, since we had to close the one we have, the Joel Farrell, a couple of years ago. We just, you know, it just gave out its life. They'd milked it for all it was worth, so we had to close it, and the mayor's proposing to replace that. The only hitch is it also comes with a 25-cent increase in the property tax. And Howard, let's let you go first on that one.
Well, I have mixed emotions for it. I understand that we have to have the funds to run the city and the schools and all of the other things. But also, when I go to work every day, I see employees that are struggling to get by. I went by this morning and wrote payroll checks, and they were eagerly awaiting that check. So they're living from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. And I just know that the people in this community, as in many other communities, are having a difficult time making ends meet. We do have to take care of our schools and the other facilities in town. I have not been a part long enough to know and get the answers to a couple of questions that I would like to ask. I'd like to know, and it hasn't been brought up at any of the meetings, how much maintenance is being done on these school buildings. When I go into my store and there's a leak in the roof, guess what? I fix it now. I don't wait until it's leaked in and torn the ceiling down and all of that. And I don't know, haven't been privy to the information. Before the next budget comes up, I will know. But my question would be, have we properly maintained what we've got? Or are we waiting until a time when it's catastrophic and then have to spend a major investment to completely redo something? I don't know, maybe they are, but I certainly would want to know that, especially before the next budget time, when I'll have something to say about it.
Of the two facilities that are represented by that, is there one of them that you would choose to defer or not do at all, or where's the money? If we do those, where's the money coming from?
Well, the money, from what I understand, there's not much choice but for it to be a property tax increase. But as I look around at other communities, I find that we are very highly taxed in Tullahoma and in Coffee County. I have a lot of friends that as soon as their kids get out of school, guess what they do? They move from the city into the county because they can cut their taxes drastically. So I'm concerned about the tax expense in this city and in this county. I think it's a detriment to building people, to have people coming here. I think it will prevent some people from moving into the city, we need that. So I would be concerned about raising a tax rate to the rate that we're talking about doing. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, except, you know, what are our choices?
Well, the choices have to be, as I alluded to in the first remark about maintenance, if we do not give this tax increase, do you really think the schools are going to close? I think not. I think we will find a way to keep the schools open and keep all of our kids going to school. So it may not be as fancy or something, but we'll still get the education that we need. It's depending on the quality of the teachers in schools rather than the dollars that are put into the buildings. The quality of teachers is where it's at, and that won't change.
Well,
We've got the right teachers.
85% of the school budget goes for salaries. So for years that I've been doing the show, we've always got that question of maintenance. Every time something like the leaky roof down there comes up, have we been taking good care of it? And I don't have an answer to that, except with 85% of the budget going to salaries, to employees, doesn't leave a lot of wiggle room, and the 15% left.
I understand that, but if we could cut their budget by 5%, it would it would be taken care of. And the benefits of maintaining what you've got are astronomical. Anytime that you have a problem with equipment or buildings, if it's deterioration, the best thing to do is fix it as quick as possible. Once it gets further and further along, it cost multiplies to the cost to fix it back like it needs to be.
Well, no question about that, I guess. All right, Jackie, you want to speak up on this one?
I am never for a tax increase. The mayor is one of my good friends. He's and I just he has some great ideas for the city, and I follow him on everything. But I could not go along with a tax increase unless it's absolutely necessary. Now, as far as the prioritizing things, school systems over the pool, that's for sure. I think. I want to think that we've got some fantastic people here in this city that can raise money. The rest of them great fundraisers, and I think something like that, the pool maybe could be a private fundraiser type thing, rather than raising taxes to accomplish. And I wouldn't want to raise taxes on anybody. Probably 9 out of 10 people will never see the pool, never use it. As far as that goes. Now, schools.
Well, I saw some numbers the other day that were interesting. We've got something on the order of 400 families in Tullahoma that are going over paying an annual fee in Manchester to use their park, which
I'm sure
quite an excellent park.
I'm sure that is a great park over there. Yeah. That is a great park. I'd like to see us have something, equivalent to that. And I don't know, maybe we need to talk to them how they did that. Maybe there's some money out there somewhere that would help to fund something
well,
like that.
Well, of course, the pool is the lesser part of this budget increase, I think.
Right.
Most of it is going most of the money going to schools for the roof.
Have we not been dealing, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, this roof thing, I've been hearing about the school roof for a long time, but I'm sure we're doing something in that area, but we're not satisfying we're not finishing it.
Well, we got enough facilities that it seems like there's
something all the time.
There's a roof project.
Right, I can understand that, and the way the last storm, that hailstorm we had through here, I think a lot of roofs got replaced on that one. But I guess we didn't qualify for something like that.
Yeah, I have no idea. Well, you're saying it sounds like you're saying that the roof project should be taken care of. Where's the bread coming from?
Like I said, I'm for creative government. It's easy to sit back and raise taxes. That's the easiest thing you can do. When I got into county government, I said, you don't elect people to come in and to raise taxes if you can help it. Sometimes taxes have to be raised. I understand that, and I had to vote for a tax increase. My first vote with the county. But it was to keep the city from suing the county. That was the only reason, and there was no way out of that. There was no win-win for anybody in that situation. But I am against raising taxes. unless absolutely necessary. If the money can't be found, we've got now people are in these positions for a reason. We've got great financial folks in financial situation. County's got Rush Bricken, and I tell you, Rush is a good guy as far as finding money and bringing things down, costs down. And he really picks at the budget. And this year there should not be a county increase. We just got a surprise the other day, though, from where the sheriff's department needs some new deputies. So that's a different story. That's something that hadn't been considered so far. Then that will be, reconsidered at budget and finance for the county. But
okay, I'm sorry, Jackie. I'm going to have to cut you off.
Let's go.
Guess what, folks? We've run out of time, so we're going to have to take a short break and wrap up.
You've won just about everything there is to win in racing. What's next?
I'd like more people to know about ER Extra.
The emergency room at Harton Regional Medical Center?
I just want them to get the best care they can get.
That just gets me right here, Mark.
Maybe you'd like to pay them a visit.
ER Extra at Harton Regional Medical Center.
ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
We're back, folks, and we've been talking today with two gentlemen who are running for the Board of Aldermen in Tullahoma. There are 2 seats and 4 candidates, so you're going to have to do some choosing. And they are Howard Eads and Jackie Duncan. And I'd like to give them just a few seconds and start with you, Howard. Something you'd like to say to the folks?
Yes, Tom. When I was debating whether I should run for alderman or not, part of the questions that came up with my family was, when are you going to have time to study and find out these things? And I looked at my schedule and what I do. I spend a lot of time at my laundromat, at the desk, doing bookwork and research and what have you. And there's time there for me to study the documentation and find out more about what's going on. So I believe I have the time. I have no question that I have the experience.
All right. Very good. Jackie?
Let's see.
Quick.
I just, well, we're there. We're already done. I'm a writer by nature, and since I've just got a new book out, and I don't know, there are just a lot of things. I love Tullahoma, and I've always been a part of everything, if I can, that's going on, and I intend to still be there. So
you're involved.
I'm involved. I'm involved highly.
I want to thank both of you for coming on today. It's been a good show.
Thank you.
And thank you, folks, for inviting us into your parlor, and we will see you next time.